Have you ever dreamed of living in an exotic location? Have you thought of living a traveling digital nomad life or enjoying a more established expat lifestyle? Wales English is a fast-growing, industry-leading online education company in Beijing, China that allows its native teachers to live anywhere they choose. Teaching English online is a fabulous way to propel yourself into a new global lifestyle and the entire world with endless new experiences and advantages is awaiting you. I'm Paolo from Wales English. Wales English contracts native teachers from the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and the UK, but allows its teachers to live anywhere they choose. In this edition, teacher Mairin from the USA is living an exotic, different, and low-cost lifestyle in the country of Albania. Hi, Mairin. Hey, what a surprise. And it's nice to finally meet each other because we've been communicating a little bit for this. How are you?
Yes, we have. I'm well. It's very nice to meet you too, Paolo.
Oh, that's great, Mairin.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Mairin, you're going to have to tell us a little bit about this country where you are. And, what's it been like getting to work for Wales English? How have things in your professional past brought you to that place of getting the job with Wales?
Well, I actually worked in the restaurant industry for 20 years, although I did have a lot of experience with children because I've been a camp counselor. I taught dance for several years, and I also volunteered in elementary schools years ago to help students with their reading skills. And in my 20s, I started a Master's of Arts of Teaching, but my life kind of took a different turn at that point in time. So I think teaching was always in the back of my mind again. A few years ago, my husband and I took a gap year after selling our house in Portland, Oregon. And as we were traveling through Vietnam, we ended up volunteering at a nonprofit language school there for a few weeks and just really enjoyed doing the ESL teaching. And so we decided to go back and get certified to become ESL teachers, which we did in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And I've been teaching for 3 years. So specifically teaching for Wales, just over 2 years. I taught in schools in Vietnam for a little while and then switched to Wales because we wanted both of us more the flexibility of teaching online because we still liked to travel and kind of explore new places. And yeah, Wales is a great option for that.
That's great. It pays well and certainly gives you that flexibility. So, hey, it's great that your husband and yourself can both be doing that and having the flexibility. So You're living in Albania at the moment. What's it like teaching for Wales English in Albania?
Well, I mean, I like teaching for Wales. I really love the students and the curriculum. The students really keep me on my toes. I am an avid reader, and so I really enjoy that Wales focuses on a lot of literacy and reading strategies. So I also particularly enjoy teaching the ORT classes. I like to ask the students a lot of connection questions. The ORT stories are great for having them maybe relate a life lesson to a character or put themselves in their position. So I ask a lot of what would you do if you were Biff, or how would you feel, if you were in this situation, to get them kind of talking more about themselves. Yeah, you just never really know what they're going to say.
It's great. In fact, that's a great recommendation. You're trying to make those connections, especially with the ORT, the Biff and the floppies, and fantastic. Great thinking. I'm getting ideas from you too. Okay. Now, what about logistics? Is it complicated working from Albania?
Right now, we are 7 hours behind Beijing, so I get to teach 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., which is great. I can have a relaxing morning. I do yoga or take a walk on the beach, and I'm also learning Spanish, which I think makes me a better English teacher because I know how hard it is to learn a second language.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we occasionally lose electricity in Albania, although it hasn't affected any of my classes thus far. I keep a hotspot. I mean, I have a good Vodafone not program, I don't know. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's like a cell phone, mobile.
Yeah,
data
I have
connection.
a cell phone, yes, a data connection so that I can hotspot. And luckily we get natural light in our apartment, so if the electricity does go out, it doesn't really affect the camera and everything. Our internet is fiber optic, so they have been putting that in Albania the last few years. So it's stable, and we get about 50 megabytes per second up and down regularly. So
wow,
it's
and that's sufficient.
Country,
yeah, but advancing fast.
Mm-hmm.
Great. When you don't have to be working for Wales English in those in the time that you get off, what do you like to do?
Well, my husband also teaches online, so we actually both work on the weekends, and we have off midweek. And we live on the in the Albanian riviera in the south of Albania, close to Greece. And so there are a lot of beaches to explore. So we like to explore beaches. We rented a motorbike, and there are a lot of Roman ruins, Ottoman ruins, and lots of monasteries around the area. And so we'll often just drive off on our motorbike and then hike to some different ruins, and then maybe stop at a local taverna on our way back in some of the smaller villages. Yeah, so Albania has really great food too.
Oh, great. What are some of your favorite dishes?
Well, it's a combination between, they have Italian and Greek influence and like traditional Balkan fare. Mm-hmm. And they do vegetarian food really well. So I get stuffed peppers a lot. They have like a creamy ricotta type cheese that they like to stuff the peppers with. They do grilled vegetables and cheeses. And because we live on the sea, we actually get a lot of fresh seafood as well. Plus the pizza and pasta that has come over from Italy. So they have a history with that country, and they make it really well here.
Would you recommend others that teach for Wales English that they would try out or could try out Albania as a location?
Yeah, I definitely would. I think it's easy to live here, especially if you're an American. A little known fact is that Americans actually get a year in Albania visa-free. So if you do want to experience a completely different culture, it's a great it's a great spot to just relax and do that over a year. The country's small, so it's easy to get around. Despite some of the roads, they're still improving the infrastructure. And it's a great spot. Albanians are very, very friendly. They're willing to share about their country, tell you all about it. They love to share local food, honey, yogurt they make, fresh jams. We even had a friend of ours deliver us a village turkey for Thanksgiving this year, which was fantastic. So I think it's a great country. With the internet speed being what it is and the cost of living, which is really inexpensive, it's a great place to teach abroad.
That's great. Can you give us an example of the cost of living?
Yeah, so I have a 2-bedroom apartment right now, and I pay 300 euros a month for it.
Wow.
And my husband and both of our cell phone plans and our internet together are about 45 euros. And the motorbike was costing us 150 euros. We had to do it in 3-month increments, but we took off for the winter. It's a little cold and rainy now.
Like 150 euros for how long? For
a month.
Oh, for a month. Okay. A rental. So, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks. Yeah. Go ahead, Mairin.
Okay. I was just going to say it's a great place. You can live a high quality of life and not work every single day. And we still manage to save half of our salary sometimes. So it's a great spot. Plus, you can jet off to other spots in Europe pretty easily.
Thank you, Mairin. I think you've introduced Albania to quite a few people, and definitely made me think a lot more about Albania. It's great seeing you and just hearing your story.
It was great finally meeting you too, Paolo.
I just wish you the very best with your Wales English teaching.
Yep, thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Paolo, and I look forward to joining you again as we get to know more of the Wales English teacher community around the world. See you next time.